The Detroit Lions, man, got a steal in second-round pick Brian Branch. And we've seen flashes of what this guy could do in the preseason. And you know what's crazy is when we're sitting there and we get Brian Branch in the second round. We took this guy after we took Sam Laporta. And I remember the draft, kind of the chat was they erupted like it was, can't believe we got Brian Branch, that he fell to us this far. And I didn't see a lot of Alabama games, so I wasn't able to see what we got, right? So after that, I started looking up some Brian Branch stuff, and I'm like, dang, this dude doesn't miss tackles. He doesn't, like, this guy's a stud. And we talked about, I made a video the other day. It was on Syndicate Sports Detroit. Make sure you're sub to that channel. We go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and we talk about your Detroit Lions and trying to grow some content over there that's outside of the Lions as well. But we talk about dogs. Do we have any dogs on our team? And I mentioned that I don't think we have full-blown pit bull rabies like dogs, man. And I might have to recant that statement today. I might have to retract and say, I was wrong, because Brian Branch is a dog. We saw flashes of it in college, the little bit I did see. We saw flashes of it in the preseason, and you guys already knew that this guy was a dog when he got here. Then I think Hutch is up there as well. But I want to show y'all something. Now, they didn't put this on the highlights, so shout out to Jeremy Reisman. This is coming from his Twitter. They didn't put this play on the highlights when I went back to go watch it. At least I don't think they did. And they probably wouldn't show this because this is a penalty. Now, this is Brian Branch. This is the hit that he got on Bijan Robinson. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Poole, man. Always make sure I have the latest Detroit Lions content. He is definitely a co-chair host with me. So this is after Brian Branch gets actually run over by Algier. I want to say it's after that. So let's just be clear. Algier, he did kind of run him over, but I think Brian took offense to that. So this is nearing the end of the game, and here is the play. Trying not to get a copyright here. So Desmond's going to step up. He's going to go to Bijan, which is right here. Now, Brian Branch is nowhere in the screen here. He's nowhere to be found. Watch how fast he closes in. He's already coming like a missile. Now, this hit, when I saw it, I was like, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And Bijan's helmet comes off. Now, his helmet came off from more of the impact than anything else. But here's what I like about the rookie, that, first of all, look at Hutch. I didn't even see this. Hutch is already over him with the incredible hog pose. What I like about this after the hit, Brian Branch, he gets up and he backs away, and the flag is brought in. And they called it a helmet-to-helmet. It was a personal foul, and they wind up getting 15 extra yards, and it was for nothing because they wind up not scoring again. They didn't even get in the end zone at all. But from that, Brian Branch is not anybody to play with, because he's going to get fined, no doubt. Pretty much every personal foul, you get a fine. And the fines will come out on Saturday. But Brian Branch, you know how Mike Tomlin has that clip during the pandemic with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they ask him something and he says, "We do not care." That's pretty much what Brian Branch was feeling. I'm going to try to do my best to keep this family friendly. But when they asked him about the hit, here's what he had to say. Let's check this out.
Our zone coverage, I had nobody coming until Bijan came out to my zone, and it was just licking my chops, knowing that he didn't see me coming, and quarterback still threw it.
So when the flag comes out, are you like, what are you talking?
I'd rather I show him that I'm not scared to tackle, and I'll take the flag, to be honest.
I'll take the flag, to be honest. He said, forget it. Forget it. I'll take the flag. So this guy is saying, I'd rather blow you up, potentially get a penalty, to let you know that I'm not afraid to tackle you. Now, I know what he means. You might be like, well, he's careless. He doesn't care, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I got from this. This game is a gladiator sport. And when you got a dude running full speed against you, and you got to make a play. You got to make a play. And he's saying, if a penalty comes from me making a play, then I'll take it. But what he ain't gonna do is run me over. So that was fantastic, man. Shout out to Brian Branch. And listen, I'll never forget him coming out of the draft room. Like, let's reflect. Now, like I said, a lot of y'all knew about this guy coming out of college, and you were talking about Brian Branch, a steal, all from April until like forever, even now. You hear about how much of a steal it was for the Detroit Lions to get Brian Branch. And then you think about, you go back to the green room. It was only 4 people that were invited back to the green room. I think Will Levis, Brian Branch, a couple other people. Where Branch showed up, Will Levis stayed at home. He went back home. He flew back home. Brian Branch, I'll never forget him walking out of the tunnel. And he already had, like, 2 missed tackles in college or something crazy like that. Some very, very ridiculous stat. And for him to sit in that green room, you know how you like clench your jaws and you see the side of your temples like growing? That's what he looked like to me. And you can tell he's got that, he plays with that attitude. Perfect fit for the team. And this guy here, I mean, he was flying all over the place. He had made multiple plays before this. Multiple plays. And we all remember that hit that happened in the preseason. Brian Branch, man, is a dog. That's for sure. So we officially have at least 2 dogs on our team. And as we wrap the video up, I'll just say this. As I've said multiple times, if you're new to this channel, I don't renege. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I say I recant something, that means I'm basically gonna have to eat it. Hey, I was wrong about whatever, right? And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. If I feel I'm wrong, if y'all are right or whoever, I'll say I'm right. But I'm not going to change what I said. This was a great game from Aaron Glenn, a great game plan. And I see, you know how you see, remember when Aubrey Pleasant got fired? He got fired, and a fire out of nowhere. It was the same players. A fire was lit under these gentlemen. They go 8-2. Defense was top 10 for the rest of the way. Sometimes that's what it takes. Dan Campbell he got up in them today, this week. He got up in this team. They said he was not a pleasant person to be around this week, which is unheard of for our coach. He had to lay into him. Okay, all that nice guy, all that stuff, listen. Maybe he got with AG. Maybe he got with the players. I'm still not saying we shouldn't trade for somebody. Why not? Why not? If our defense plays, I mean, they play lights out today. I can't wait to see when Monday is over how much we've gone in the power rankings. Where did we move in the defense? I mean, from 20 points to 37 to now 3. So, I'm sorry, 6. So you're talking about 63 points is what we allowed from after week 3. That's crazy, right? So anyway, it's going to be a good week. Winning feels much better than losing. Just a great day overall. And I remember, like, I'm so excited right now. I kind of want to go to Green Bay, but I'll let you know if I do. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.